Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. Welcome. Thank you so very much for joining me. Today we're doing the updates video for the weekend. So I'm going to tell you what's going on project-wise. We're going to open some Happy Mail and I'll probably give you a look at my crazy craft room. I have 4 pieces of Happy Mail here. They are not in any order and I've opened them all, but I didn't peek. So this first one is from Cruisin' with Crystal, and that's her channel name here on YouTube. And I'm losing some cute little things. Happy holidays. Oh, so this feels like a napkin. She's made a really neat napkin card and she's got it all laid down. Napkins are such an inexpensive, fun way to decorate the front of a card or a journal page. Oh my gosh, she has filled this with all sorts of messy goodness. And written with a pen that I don't know. Or maybe it's a scratch off. It is. It's a scratch off, a rainbow thing. Super cute. Love it. And then look at this, bright and merry. Wilson's having quite a day. Don't worry about him. And he has a bone that he's carrying in and out of the door for reasons I can't understand. So maybe he's worried I'm going to take it. Then we have one from Midge's Mountain Crafts. Midge does amazing beadwork. She also does, what would you call it? I think you call it clay work, like tiny, tiny little embellishments made out of clay. Check out her channel if you haven't. You can't even fathom it. Her talents are really, really varied. And this one I opened it up so I could use it in a journal. So I didn't just cut it. Oh, look at this. 'Tis the season. It has a little puff ball on there. So cute. Oh, and she's filled it with goodies. Look at these purple and blue snowflakes. And on her card, let's see. Oh, polymer clay. That's it. So she does paper crafts, polymer clay, salt dough. It doesn't say that she does beadwork, but trust me when I say she does amazing beadwork. Look at this. It is precious. Can you see the texture? Like right in there. The embossing on it. And it has glitter. Oh my gosh, that is too cute, Midge. Love it. Just love it. Big crafty hugs right back to you, Midge. This one is from Jill. Jill is Jill May Creations here on YouTube, and I'll put the channel links all down below. She has a stamp too. Oh my gosh. So House Mouse, Let's Be Merry. I do not know what she has done that hat with, but it is cool. And it feels very felty and wonderful. So she's colored the mouse and the hat and then put the texture on. That is so cute. Let's be merry. Wishing you a warm and cozy holiday season. Super cute. And then the little pop open card. That is precious. Okay, I'm going to save that. That is cute. Then this is from Nancy. And Nancy, I don't believe has a channel, or if she does, I've missed it. She decorated her last card to me. So amazing. I'm just going to show you the top, not what she wrote, that I have it hanging on the wall. I mean, it is just fabulous. I don't usually hang my cards so that you see the inside of them on the wall. Oh, look. What is this goodness here? It's some kind of little fancy book. It is. It's a fancy little book. Oh my gosh. Look at this, Nancy. And then she's filled all these pockets with fun blue things. Look at that, pure silk ribbon embroidery. Oh, I love that. See the good in all things. Delight in the simple joys of life. This is adorable. And you might recognize this paper. She sent me some before and I used it in, I think, my December daily. Chai, I bet that's wonderful. Oh, these flowers are really cool. I love the blue polka dots on them. This is such a neat little Happy Mail idea. Make a life you love. Oh, these are cute. Super cute, Nancy. Oh my gosh. Look at that. That's that paper collection that I like, isn't it? I like this card. It's gorgeous. Thanks so much, Nancy. That's all good stuff. And you should definitely make some clusters. And I thought I recognized this paper. I love it. And she said that she untied this just to mail it, right? But it would be tied like this and have the bow and be adorable. And she did notice, oops, she did notice that I used the paper and she thought it was fun. I am so glad that I'm able to inspire you, Nancy, and give you some ideas. Keep it up and have fun. This week, updates is a hot mess, you guys. It is so funny because this is my first collab and people are saying they're done and ready for this week. And I'm not done. It's, 48 hours away or something, and I'm not done. I will be. That's how I roll. I'm not even sure what my project looks like yet, but let me show you some things I've been working on because I'm definitely having fun with Joy of Blue. I just don't know where the train's headed yet. I also just completely on a whim made something for someone else this week in a different color palette, so you'll see that later. You can't see it yet. So I had that whole project start to finish done and put away, but it's all cleaned up now. Since I was already dyeing stuff, I decided to do some blue. And look at how this stuff turned out. I'm gonna back you way up. You're probably gonna see all my messes. That's okay. It's bizarro, but I kind of like it. So I used the basic cheapo food coloring. It was in my cabinet. I didn't even know it was there. And remember these? If they come out, the little bottles with the little pointy. The blue did the same thing that my other dyes do. See how it separates? I only put blue in the water and later it reads pink. There's some pink in it, but I like it so much better than the last batch that I did that was too pale and pastel-y for me. I like that it has some really dark edges and I used a lot. The water was dark and I didn't dye very much paper. I didn't do like a stack of printer paper. What I was doing was my friend Noni has been cleaning out her room and sending envelopes, pre-purchased card bases, and just a lot of stuff. These pre-purchased card bases, these were not good quality. So neither one of us wanted to make a card and send it to you on it. So I used spray and heat embossing on them, and then I dyed them. And they are like kind of weird, bizarro, but tons of variety. And I like how it turned out where you can see the patterns. I just put it in a pan and then I worked. I mean, I probably let it sit in there for hours. And then it wasn't drying. Like I had set it under the heater and I thought it would just dry and it wasn't. So I put the oven on low and dried it in the oven. I think the oven was below 200 degrees or something like that. And I don't know, it never seemed like I was going to burn my house down, so it was probably okay. That paper is dry and ready to go. For Smash That Small paper pad, the blue pad one, not the gnome pad. I'm probably going to do the gnomes anyway because I had already started all that fussy cutting and there's just not that much left. If all goes well, there won't be an updates video next weekend because I'll be at the beach. So if we stay healthy and everything's going well, just 3 of us in a house at the beach. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to back up and let you look around and just show you some of the craziness that I have going on. Because I think a lot of you stress about things or you wonder how to start and just start. Just get the paint out and go. And I'll show you a video later of some of this and you'll understand what I'm talking about. I did a whole bunch of like paint smushing today. Not gel printing, nothing fancy. I used, this is deli paper because I have a package of it. These are, hey buddy, can you just lay down and chill out? Can we just have some quiet time? So this is how he arranges his blankie when it's time to lay down. And it usually doesn't take this long and usually isn't this big of a deal. He's usually much more dainty about it and uses his nose. There we go. Wilson, go night-night. Lay down, go night-night. Hey, buddy. Trying to make a video here. Lay down. Good. Thank you. Good boy. Yeah. Okay. So these are the paper packages. See, this is that basic gray pad. I don't throw these out. I always find a use for them. I shove them in a gallon Ziploc bag so that they're tidy and together and I can find them when I need them. I used to just shove them in the cupboard randomly. And I did a whole bunch of, there is a video, like I said, so if you want to know how does this happen, there's no plan, there's no rhyme. I did a whole bunch of paint smushes. I'm going to use these maybe in a journal, maybe for die cutting. I thought I was tricky and I used gesso instead of paint for the white because I wanted a little bit of texture. I'm not sure I wanted that much texture, so we'll have to see how that looks for die cutting. You may have seen me do this before. My favorite ones are the ones that Andrea does with paint pouring because see how big my sections of color are? Hers are tiny. And so when you go to die cut a butterfly out of her trash, it's beautiful. It is just beautiful because you get such variation in color. I should probably water some stuff down, put in a little more effort, and slow down when I do it. Ooh, I love how that one turned out. And if it's hard for you to imagine these being pretty, you can see them later. Imagine them with die cuts of flowers or butterflies or ovals for the background behind your sentiment. This, I don't know what brand it is. It has these in the middle, but I still used it. And then I did this one, and this is, you know, Miss Sparkle and Company, Joanne stuff. This was an interesting thing that I did today too. This ribbon or this lace is not my style. It is very cream colored, see it? And I'm sure, I couldn't find it on there, I was looking for it, but I'm sure it's polyester, so it's not going to dye because I was gonna put it in the dye bath when I was making the blue paper. What I did, you can see the two different colors here, I sprayed them with my Dina Wakley glossy acrylic sprays because that is paint. I mean, it sits on there, it's thicker, it's a little stiff, but they're gorgeous and it takes the color. Alcohol inks would work too. I don't have alcohol inks. I do have a few markers, but I'm not gonna sit around and color all that. It takes almost no time with these and I like how they turned out. So if you have something that you like, but it's not the right color, always think about how you can change it. I have stuff drying all over there. I dug into the paint thing right there in the corner and pulled it out. I didn't put stuff away yet because I couldn't move all these papers because everything's still wet and a bunch of that paint goes back in there. And I don't know, I didn't put it away over there because I was lazy. And then I was embossing over there in the corner. And then, oh, look at this. This was my this is what you do as a dog owner, right? I left the cupboard door open and crossed it off and put my mat down there with wet paint on it because I knew it would be out of my way and he couldn't lick it if it was down there. So, you know, whatever you have to do, whatever works for you. There's more things over here drying. This one was the glossy acrylic sprays and I tried spraying through that lace. This one's, it's kind of cool. It turned out pretty fun. And it wasn't the glossy side of the paper, I don't think. Well, maybe it was a gloss on both sides. And then this one, this is going to be a beautiful die cut. And see what I mean about, it has tiny little areas of movement and texture in it. Much better than, say, this one that has way too much of this light blue paint. I mean, it'll work out fine, but maybe this area will be more interesting or this. We'll see. When in doubt, die cut something before you throw it away. Because when you die cut shapes out of these, it changes everything. Then I'm going to back up just so you can see how funny this is. Okay, so this is my beautiful clean craft room, remember when you saw the video? On the bright side, now that everything is decluttered, when I look around here, I know where this stuff goes. And that makes all the difference in the world so that I can actually put things away. Before, I would just walk in here and be overwhelmed. I mean, I know these iris cases go back in there. I was looking at Valentine's Day. That is my keep them in order projects, right? And so I've pulled out my tiny little Valentine stash. It is tiny. I'll show you. This is it. This is my Valentine stash. And I put it in here because I want to make some Valentines. And look, I've actually tidied up so much that I have room for my old stool. Oh, I didn't show you guys this. Okay, so this is a drafting chair. There are video game chairs that a lot of crafters and my friend Katie that's a quilter have. The video game chairs are more expensive, and they also, I don't know that they go counter height because I need to be tall. So this is a drafting chair. I love that the arms go up because the arms would drive me nuts if they were down all the time. What happens is I sit down in the chair, and then when I get up, the arm catches under because it goes down a little bit. I really like that. That's a new item in the craft room. I'm looking around. I don't think there's anything else new in here. I've been really, really good about not shopping, and I went through my 12 by 12 bin of cardstock scrap and found some more strips and put those in here, so I'll use those for die cutting, and you'll probably see more of that. There's just all kinds of projects and stuff going on in here. That is weekend updates, and I hope that, I don't know, I think I say this a lot. I don't know if it ever happens, but I hope that on Instagram in the evening, you'll see like a story or a photo and my craft room will be beautiful. It could happen. Thanks so much for watching, and you probably will get a video next weekend, but if all goes well, it won't be an updates video. Take care, and I hope you're taking time for crafting and relaxing. Bye-bye.